Hi, Luke here at catsandcarp.com, and I'm in Marina Del Rey, California, which is near LA. I'm here on a work conference, and I brought my fishing gear, and I'm going to do a little fishing. I've never fished in California before, and so this is going to be a little bit of a new experience. I'm going to try for some skates, and some stingrays, some sharks, and we'll see what else might be around. I'm also going to go out on a little charter and do some bottom fishing, one of these little jigging party boats, and give that a go too. It's a nice inexpensive way to try some fishing out. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting.
On my last day in California, I decided to go fishing on a charter. I went with Marina Del Rey Sportsfishing, and it was great. It's about $45 to go for about 6 hours night fishing, and about $10 to rent rod and reel, and they give you a terminal tackle and free bait. A bunch of local guys who like to go out. It seemed like almost everybody on the boat knew each other. These guys go out a couple times a month. Really cheap. It's a great way to go out fishing, and it's nice because it's a little bit more do-it-yourself than a normal charter. So you actually feel like you're fishing rather than just reeling in the fish that the captain caught. You can see here they rigged me up. They got a little leaded jig, basic spinning rod. We dropped down about 130 feet, a little piece of squid on the rig, and we're going around catching sand bass, calico bass, cinnamon bass, sculpin, kind of whatever would hit. And this time of year it was slow. It was January. A lot of people are saying that the cold weather that had come in recently had kind of really slowed things down, but we still caught fish. It was a great time. Everyone's catching fish about this size, about 4 pounds, 5 pounds seems to be the size. Nice cinnamon bass here. Just nice, wonderful tasting fish. This is great, catching for the freezer type fishing. And it was just a lot of fun. It was a good chance to try something different and to catch species that I'd never seen before, never caught before. It wasn't rocket science, so you don't have to be really experienced fisherman. But you get out and actually do it yourself a little bit more than most charters. Nice sand bass, and see all decent fish. It's a nice group of guys on the boat too. It was pretty clear that I was the only person from out of town, and everyone was just chatty. Got to talk to some nice guys, had a good time. Just a real good group of people, and it wasn't like the normal party boats where nobody fishes. So these are all local guys who like to fish, and even got to see a lot of sea lions. These couple sea lions would hang out with the boat. So you check a piece of squid out here, and they'd come out from underneath the boat and grab it. So when you reeled up your fish, you got to really crank it when you got to the last 30 feet, because those sea lions were right there, ready to grab anything that wasn't pulled in properly. This guy was even fishing with a spinnerbait, like a freshwater spinnerbait, and catching fish. So it was pretty cool. But at any rate, despite my best efforts, I even managed to catch a fish here. Nice, just kind of sit there on the bottom, wait till you get a tap, reel that sucker up, and caught myself a nice little calico bass. So, not the best fighting fish in the world, but it was fun. It was certainly the biggest thing I caught on this trip, so I'm not complaining. I had a great time. This whole time I'm reeling up the fish, I'm just thinking, I got to make sure the sea lions don't get this thing. But I pop it up to the surface, and it was a little something different. This was a calico bass. I think it was the only one we caught on the boat. So not huge, but it was kind of cool that it was a different species, and it was my first and only calico bass I've ever caught. So it was kind of cool. Of course, I'm leaving on a plane the next morning, so couldn't keep my fish, and so I sent him back, and luckily his air bladder wasn't too bad off, so I think he actually did okay. But they had a little pool going for who could have the biggest fish, so all the guys pulled out their fish and tried to see who would win the betting pool for biggest fish of the day. So the guy put them up on the little balances there, and I think the guy probably got himself like $150 or something. I think everyone put in $5-10 at least. And then the guys would fillet your catch for you, and they go and fillet them, leave a little piece of skin on the fillet for fish and game. Apparently that's how you got to do it in California. And but at any rate, I filleted it up really real nice and quick, and the guys would just tip the first mate here would do the filleting. Yeah, this guy, I think he ended up filleting like 20 or 30 of these bass by the time we got back to shore, so he was pretty quick at it. But at any rate, we had just a wonderful night. It's just a great way to go fishing, and it's super cheap. You know, $45 for 6 hours to get out on the ocean, go fishing. A good group of guys. So definitely recommend it to anyone who wanted to go out there. If you like this video, check out some of our other great videos, including shark fishing out in Florida and my trip to Alaska. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.